Since the beginning, Halo was about Master Chief and Cortana, partners protecting humanity. But that is now a distant memory. Humanity is fighting for survival. The Banished have risen, defeated our heroes, and taken control of the mysterious Zeta Halo. We need a savior. We need hope. We need Spartan 117, Master Chief.
We have a new mission, soldier.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
Alright, let me start this video by saying I am really excited about this game. I am, after seeing that video that you would have just watched, and reading this blog post, I am really excited about this campaign. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I should be a little bit more, reserved. Just because games these days tend to kind of be a bit shit. But I'm holding out hope. And from what I've seen so far, from when I played on the flight test, what I've seen of the video, the campaign overview video, and reading this blog, I am really keen for this game. I have some worries, but they're probably really unfounded, and I'm probably just an idiot. So take it as you will. But what I want to do today with this video, I got the inspiration for this from HiddenXperia. Lots of love to him. He broke down this blog post you're looking at now, and he touched on his own opinions on different things and goes into it a bit more detailed. If you want to see that, I'll link in the description. But what I want to do here is kind of do that, right? I want to go through this blog post and talk about my opinions and give my opinions on some aspects I've seen and some images and some design stuff. So without further ado, let's start scrolling. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it word for word, but I will touch on some points. And starting off, December 8th. Let's get excited. All right, let's get keen. If you want to read this for yourself, I'll leave the link in the description to the blog post. It's quite long, but it's good. It's a good read. It's a good read. All right, I'll skip the video. I intend to make a breakdown of the video, or like a commentary thing of the video, which I will do at some point. So I won't watch that just now, but if you haven't seen it already, check it out. I'll put the link in the description, but I will also make a video on it in a couple of days. This just kind of touches on what the blog's about. But what I want to skip down to is some of the renders. Now, this is game engine or in-engine. What does it say? It says somewhere about it. Yeah, please note the high-res renders below the source models captured in engine are using dev tools. So these aren't exactly what we would see in game, but nevertheless, the design is pretty on point. Starting off with the Marines. Now, this on the right, you've got a male Marine, and on the left, you've got a female Marine. I'm going to boldly assume that these are just variants. I can't imagine all males look like this and all females look like this. I imagine they'll be kind of interchangeable. As we've seen in Halo, you have some with hats on, you have some with sleeves rolled up like Halo 3 or not wearing helmets or whatever. I like this design. I really, really like this design. When I saw this on HiddenXperia's video, this image pretty much got me excited about this game, and this image inspired me to make this video. How they look is just so real. There's something about it that just looks so realistic, that it could fit in our own universe today. Like, it could fit. You could see someone in the military wearing this today. And I could easily, it's really breathtaking. It's a really cool thing. It's just looking at it's really cool, really realistic. You can really clearly see, what the pieces of armor they're wearing. You can clearly understand that. You can see that it's not just kind of like metal wrapped, like just kind of slapped on them like Halo Combat Evolved or some of the other ones. It's realistic. It's fabric, it's clothing, it's not metal boots. It's like realistic looking combat boots. It's just really, really cool. They've got a knife here. They've got a flare gun there, chest piece, shoulder pads. They look really sweet. Pistol holsters, each of them have that. I don't know what that is, but on his left there, but just really cool. Just really, really cool. I can see a lot of inspiration from Halo Wars. On the dude on the right there with the goggles and the mask. I really like that. Oh man, it gets me so keen when I see this. Yeah, it's cool. I really enjoy that. Obviously, if you've seen the video of the campaign overview, there's Marines in more, what should I call it? Casual? I wouldn't say casual. More, not in battle dress. They've got like t-shirts and like pants. So I imagine we'll see different types. Maybe ODSTs. These guys aren't obviously ODSTs, they're just Marines, but if this is what a Marine looks like, I'm kind of keen to see maybe what an ODST looks like. But moving down, we have a look at our first Spartan Killer. Now, the Spartan Killer is a mini-boss type thing, as far as I know. In Halo Infinite, you can go and fight, and they have health bars, and they're a bit more of a challenge. This dude looks cool. I don't know what his name is. He hasn't really got one. He's just kind of a dude. But this dude looks cool. The aesthetic of black with the red accent is really cool. It gets me keen. I don't know how I feel about the name Spartan Killer, because I can't imagine many Spartans going up against the Banished, or enough to make these guys like this big thing. But they're here, they're cool. This dude's got what looks like either a detachable turret or maybe some sort of like, my first instinct is flamethrower, but I believe it's a detachable turret. He looks really cool. Although, I don't know, Spartan Killer, he looks more kind of like a chieftain, like a brute chieftain with like a detachable turret, similar to like, I don't know, Halo Reach Firefight or something. But, look, they look cool. I really enjoy the look of that. Moving down, we have an elite. Now, this is, dare I say, sexy. This is really cool elite design. I'm just over the moon with it. It really brings back a lot of Halo 2 memories. It's just so cool, man. It looks sleek. It looks agile. They're not like this massive hulking beast that they were in Halo 4 and 5. They're sleek. They're agile. They look just so good, man. God, they're cool. Just look at him. He's just a beautiful man. And there's nothing new about it. It's very much like they've kind of taken Halo 2 and just modernized it. That's all they've done. And they haven't messed with it. They haven't like touched it, or something stupid. They've tweaked it. They made it a bit better. They haven't redesigned the entire concept. They've just Oh, it's so good. Moving down, we have a Brute Berserker. Now, as far as I know, these guys are the brutes who will berserk at you, or the traditional brutes going berserk. This is what these guys are kind of there for. This dude looks violent. He looks real violent. You can kind of tell, like, he hasn't got shoes on, whereas I believe this dude kind of has some shoes on. The Spartan Killer kind of has like a foot protection. This dude's just barefoot. Let's go. Just brutish. Just looks menacing. The helmet up here kind of reminds me of like a muffle. Is it a muffle I'm thinking of? Kind of like something that, I don't want to say it because it's kind of mean, but like when you put it on a dog to stop it from biting you, that's basically what this is. And I can imagine if you shoot that helmet off, like underneath that probably looks really just vicious. And there's an air of violence to that. It just feels like you rip your arms out. His armor is pretty cool. The shoulder polygens are pretty sweet. I don't know what these kind of claw things are. I kind of wish it was like an actual claw that went past his hand to be like a bit more of an actual weapon. But yeah, look, it's cool. It's cool enough. Kind of got the little belt. I don't know what that's called, but the belt thing looks really cool. I like the design. Moving down, we have Craig. Craig's had some makeup done. This, as far as I can tell, is maybe what the brutes, just a standard brute, will look like, or maybe a variant of a standard brute. I don't know if it's a Spartan Killer. It looks too much red. Typically, Spartan Killers have black with red rather than red with black. This dude looks like he has red with black. Could be a Spartan Killer, but I don't believe so. It looks just like maybe a normal brute. And you can see the high-res picture of his face. First thing is the face paint. Very tribal. Obviously, the brutes, the Juralhane, are a tribal species. And the kind of war paint type thing is pretty sweet. But, yeah, no, that's a really brutal picture. I have made in mind, he doesn't really like the kind of hairless design of brutes. He prefers the brutes to have like fully covered in hair and like no armor. But I really dig this design. The mohawk, the beard, just really cool. Coming down, we have the pilot. He hasn't got a name yet. Kind of sucks. Kind of wish they had a name by now, but here he is. He's the pilot. He's a dude. Not much to say about him. Looks cool. Here we have some Jackals. Now, these Jackals are OG. They've gone back to that sort of classic Halo, like Halo 2, Halo 3 Jackal design. And they've kind of moved away from the Halo 4 or 5, which I appreciate. I kind of prefer this design. On the right, you've got what looks like a major. Actually, he's got the orange shield. A major shielded Jackal. And on the left, you have a Jackal sniper. And I can imagine these guys would be the bane of our legendary playthroughs. Both look sweet. Their armor looks cool. I appreciate the more armor on them. I do worry this guy on the left looks a bit too blue for him to be a sniper, but maybe I'm just nitpicky. Kind of wish maybe it was like maybe a black or a dark purple to kind of touch on that. Snipers are typically hidden away in the distance. I understand they don't really use much camouflage, but maybe something a bit more stealthy would look a bit better. But look, I'm no nitpicking, and obviously we haven't got a Jackal Miner, which is the blue variant of the shield guy. So I don't know, if it's going to be easily distinguishable or how it works. So we'll wait and see. Moving down, we get the first look at the Grunt Mule. This guy gameplay-wise, is supposed to play very kind of be a mobile weapons platform. So basically, AI enemies can come over and grab a weapon from his back and use that. If the AI decides that their weapon they're currently using isn't as powerful, or they want a more powerful weapon, they can go over to him and grab it. I'm not sure what the weapon he has in his right hand is, but you know he's obviously armed and he's going to fight back. He's got a helmet, so I'm predicting maybe he's going to have a bit of armor, maybe a bit more of a beefier grunt, takes a bit more hits to bring down, which makes sense. He's got weapons on his back. You know, he shouldn't be just like a tap dead kind of guy. I'm interested to see how they play. I'm interested to see how, you know, grunts typically kind of not charge you, but sort of meander and swarm around you. Whereas I imagine he'll kind of stay back a lot more. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how this guy works. As a concept, I'm keen. I think it's a really cool idea. I don't know really where his methane is though, because grunts have to breathe methane. They can't breathe oxygen, so I'm not too sure where his methane canister is. Maybe it's just kind of a small one in there, but you know, that's a little nitpick I have, I guess. Maybe if you had like a bigger chest to sort of be a bit more like a methane storage system as well, and also act as a bit more armor. But you know, look, I dig this design. Looks really cool, and I'm excited to see how that works. Moving down, we get another Spartan Killer. This is Jaeger Jaeger Dominance, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm gonna guess. He's super cool. He's a cyborg elite. As far as from what I've read, all the Spartan Killers have their own story and backstory and whatnot. So I'm interested to read about his. But obviously he's got the energy sword in his right hand, and the left he has some sort of energy sword thing. I don't know what this is, but energy gauntlet. Maybe that's why he cut his hand off. But you know, I dig his design. Looks really cool. I'm keen to face him. This is a render of the new species, the Skimmer. I don't know much about these guys. Apparently, they bring a new dynamic to vehicle combat. So I'm interested to see how that works. But they sort of hover around from what I've read. They don't really fly. They don't really walk. It's sort of weird. I don't know much about them. I'm keen to see them. They look kind of cool. Looks kind of like a drone, but not. So looks kind of cool. I'm kind of keen. Moving down, we've got some grunts. So on the right, we have a grunt miner, the lowest ranking grunt, in his classic orange with the pyramid methane tank. And on the left, we have the grunt ultra with the crisp white, the full helmet, and that kind of a bit more armor, but you know, a bit sleeker looking. Just really, really cool designs. Not gonna lie, the colors really pop. The colors really stand out, and I really enjoy that. They both look really cool. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool looking. Not much more can I say about it other than they look cool. They look like grunts. I'm happy. Moving down. Now, that's sort of the character design we've got in this blog post. But moving down a bit, got an image of Zeta Halo. Got some stuff going on. I won't break it down too much, but you know, structure, some sort of ship, Halo. What more is there to say? Got some more images of combat, shooting a jackal, shooting an elite in the background. Moving down, we have a GIF of some stuff. I won't touch on that too much. Kind of skip that. This is the UI. So from what I've read, basically they're trying to incorporate all the UI elements to kind of blend with each other. So for example, your menu design will kind of link to the weapon display or XP tokens, or like in the dash of a vehicle, right? It's all supposed to link together to kind of simulate how Mjolnir sees the world. So I like that. I think there's some potential for customization, maybe changing the color. I could see myself using green. Maybe changing the design a little bit, maybe bringing like a retro one. It's like, I don't know, Halo Combat Evolved, and it's like really simple. I don't know, something cool like that. I'll be really keen to see it. But look, looks really cool. It's a cool concept. What's there to say? Skip down, got another GIF there. Kind of skip over that. Here we have the menus. This is the upgrades menu right here. Upgrading all your equipment types, I guess. You can kind of upgrade different pieces. I don't know too much about what the upgrades do, but they're here. You upgrade things using Spartan cores. I'm not a big fan of the Spartan cores. I prefer a different name that suits more to Mjolnir than Spartan, but you know, look, it works. I'm cool with it. Obviously, up the top here, you got attack map, which is map upgrades. FOB, which from what I read here is available support items from forward operating bases. So I don't know what that means, but I'm keen. Targets, which is basically a dossier of high value targets to take down, which is really cool. And a classic database, which it's a database of all your log files and things. I could see, I touched on here, narrative logs, collectibles found across the world. I could see maybe expanding upon the story by listening to audio logs that you find in the world of Marine's last stand or something like that, right? That kind of fills the story of what happened, or things like that. I'm keen to see that kind of thing. And moving down, we got attack map. Here it is. Not much more to say about it. Looks really simple. I don't know how it works. I haven't obviously seen it move yet, but you got the, I guess, roads. I wouldn't say roads, I'd say pathways. I got missions and different points of interest around. Collectibles looks like around. Area collectibles looks like there's skulls from that one there, so that's intriguing, but maybe some of these are like destructible things or objectives, but really, really cool stuff. There's a little description there of the area I guess he's in, but I don't know. It's really cool. Fast travel online, so there is fast travel. It's an image of the map, right? I don't know how it works fully. There's obviously some bridges. I'm assuming these chasms kind of work to separate the bits of land to kind of make it easier for the game to run, and B, to prevent you from going to high level areas. But it's cool enough. And then going down, we got some customization stuff. I won't dwell on that too much. I'll just kind of skip through it a little bit. Obviously armor and weapons and things. Some looks like logos, I believe. An iconography of the game. Some icons and things. And to finish up, this is kind of cool. This is a kind of breakdown of all the design elements on the weapons. So the MA40, sorry, assault rifle. Kind of this image here breaks down, stickers and buttons and different things. You got full auto, semi-auto, safe, which is right there. a release, what ammo it takes, 7.62 by 51 NATO, different things. But I want to kind of bring attention back to the NATO thing. I didn't think that assault rifle shot 7.62. I can't remember. I think there's a lore thing where it shoots like a really insane round, but I might be wrong. That seems a bit small for Halo. I didn't think NATO was a thing in the UNSC, but you know, it's there. Maybe it's just like a, you know, for this blog post, but you know, it's cool. I like the attention to detail to show you what kind of rounds it fires. It's cool. Moving down, you got the shotgun, 12 gauge slugs. Slugs? It's not slugs. It's the other one. Is it buckshot? I don't know guns too well, but here it is. If you want to see it yourself, then there's, you know, you can come and look at it. And the Hydra as well. Kind of wish there was one for the pistol and every weapon, but you know, it's just those ones at the moment. Oh, sorry, there is the commando. Here it is. I don't know what this one takes. I'm guessing maybe 6mm. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what kind of ammo it takes. That's all I can see, but look, it's here. It's kind of cool. And yeah, I got some more design stuff. That's really it. Kind of just goes into detail and talks about stuff now. Yeah, that's the blog. If you want to read it for yourself, links in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate y'all watching. And the next one, not the next one. In one soon, I will try to break down this actual video here a bit and tell you my thoughts on this video itself. I didn't want to do it here because it'll take too long, but I will do that as well in the future, in the near future. But as of right now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.